good morning, all you awesome people in the land of Facebook and social media. It is your girl, Sue Leonard, coming to you live this Monday morning, the 2nd of September. It is like 3 months away from Christmas, the end of 2019, 2020. Oh my gosh, what have you accomplished in these past 6, 7, 8 months of 2019, and as the year is coming to an end? So welcome. As you can see, it's bright and sunny outside. It is the second day of spring. We all celebrating spring. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. As I said, Facebook trips with me on a Monday morning. I am super late. It's like 8:10, but for some of us, we are getting into the office. We're still dropping off kids, which would be very late. So welcome. My name is Sue Leonard, for those of you who do not know me. If this is your first live with me, you can drop a 1 in the comment section below. If it's not, give me a virtual high five. Let me know how your Monday morning is rocking. So this weekend, I actually got to catch up on some reading, which is awesome. I'm reading an amazing book of serial killers. Yes, serial killers. It's not just about the serial killers. It's just about mindset and psychology and stuff like that, which just fascinates me and stuff like that. So I won't go into that because people might think that I'm fairly good killing anybody. But no, I'm not. So welcome, guys. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Say hello, say hi, say good morning. Tell me how your Monday morning is rocking. As you can see, I've got this major zit going on over here, and it's the hormones that are just out there. They're like, right. So if you saw the title of my live this morning, I wanted to get some comments and stuff like that. I know I'm going to get some comments after this live because some people are just nasty like that, but that's okay. That's okay. We appreciate your criticism to make us better. But I was thinking about this as I was reading this book called Narcomaniacs. Anyway, it's the word of narcotics with economics. And basically it speaks about how drug cartels are so successful. Like, have you ever wondered how these guys sell illegal product across the borders of the United States or America, whatever the case is? Sorry, my nose is tripping. And they get to have these major organizations that are just flourishing, regardless of the fact that, you know, the cops are trying to shut them down, and you've got narcotics sort of like places or departments in police forces that are trying to shut these guys down, but they just keep growing and growing. It's like amazing. So I was actually quite fascinated as to how they do it, because at the end of the day, although it's illegal, and I'm saying this with every breath that's in me, I do not believe in drugs. I don't, there's no advantage to drugs when you take drugs in your home, or your kids are affected by drugs, or anybody affected by drugs. It is absolutely a terrible, terrible, terrible demon. It's one of those big ones that need Jesus. So in no way do I absolutely support drugs or drug habits or anything like that. So I just want to put that out there before we start this, before people think that I'm selling drugs or planning on doing that. No. I was just fascinated as to how these guys get it right or do it for such a long time. And yes, there are the dangers of it, as any kind of business that you go into. Regardless, there's always dangers, right? So my connection just failed over there, but so you might see me pause for a while, but nevertheless, let's continue. So I was actually fascinated by how these guys are actually doing this. And oh my gosh, it was so weird, because when I read this book, this guy, the author, I forgot his name, I'll put his name in the details in the comments below. He actually said that they actually use a business model like Walmart and McDonald's. They have a business model like Walmart and McDonald's. Like, I mean, that is absolutely fascinating. And he went on to talk about 2 things that I want to talk about today. 1 is customer service, and 2 is actually recruiting. It's amazing how these guys actually recruit. Now, as you know, Mexico is a massive, major drug cartel sort of like country. The people are really suffering with drugs in that area. And one of the biggest drug dealers that he mentions is called the Zetas. And the Zetas actually go out. How these guys actually came about and how they grew so big in a short amount of time is that they went out and they recruited. Yes, guys, they recruited. Now, if you are in network marketing and you think, or your boss or your upline or whatever tells you that you should not Because of the fact that you are not recruiting, you are actually saying to yourself, okay, the only way I'm going to make money is if I'm going to be doing the product selling only. Whereas instead of you selling 1,000 products by yourself, you can have 1,000 people sell products for you, which means that you only have to sell one product in order to get the same amount of money or whatever the case is, and even more. Right? So recruiting is absolutely, it's a necessity if you want to grow, especially in network marketing. So these guys go out and they recruit. And how they recruit is they go out and look for the people that are already doing crime. Yes, they go and look for people that are already doing crime. Now, I'm not saying that in network marketing you must go out and look for people that are already in network marketing. You can do that, especially if the products that you're going to sell are not in, they don't sort of like clash, if you want to put it at that, right? So it would be not a sensible thing if you're going to sell Avon and you go out and look for somebody that is selling Shazin, because they are both selling similar products. If you're selling bags and they are selling makeup, then the two can work, right? So they go out and they actually recruit the people that are already doing drugs, already selling drugs, because they are creating a network. And what they do is they say to the guys, right, guys, here is, you can become a part of our organization. We're going to give you caps. They give them caps with the logo of the company, as well as t-shirts and stuff like that. And the guys go out and they say, okay, right, you can sell our product. You can become one of us. You can become one of the Zetas, and you'll be under our organization and you can sell our product. Recruiting specialists. I mean, talk about a business model, right? So they go out, they go and recruit, and that is how they spread their network. Right, you are going to supply me with the cocoa plant, which is what is used to make cocaine. You're going to supply me with the cocoa plant, and they create a network with their supplier. They create a relationship with their supplier. Another thing is, what I found fascinating is, it's amazing how with the drug dealers, and as I said, I have disclaimer, I do not believe in drugs, but I am fascinated by how they get their product out there so fast. And we who are doing it the legal way have so many issues with distribution, and so many issues with logistics, and so many issues with blah, 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 blah. And a lot of the times people don't believe in network marketing because, one, they think that people are going to rob them. Two, they don't believe in the product. And three, they think that they can get rich quick. Excuse me, you can't. Even with drug dealers, they know that in order for them to get to the top and be the drug cartel boss, they have to work from being a runner, which is like the lowest level, to then going up to the different levels. I don't know what the different levels are in the drug cartel. I'm still getting there. But the different levels within the organization in order for them to be the head. And a lot of the times the head is always reserved for the family of the drug cartel that started the business. The good thing in network marketing is that there is no reservations for the person on top. If you work your way from, I don't know what different levels in network marketing you might have in your company, but for example, in my company, if you work from a junior level to a senior level to a emerald, pearl, sapphire, etc., 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 you can get to presidential diamond. You can work to that. And there's nowhere they say, okay, presidential diamond is only for people who who know the owner, or who have done blah, 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 or have invested their money in shares in the company or whatever the case is. No. If your company is a legit network marketing company, you can work from the bottom and be the runner to being the drug cartel boss. There's nothing that's stopping you. All you have to do is work as hard as you need to do and have a plan of action. And if these how can you not work on your network marketing company the way these guys are doing it? Now, guys, I'm going to leave the link, and I'm also going to leave the book at the bottom so that you guys can get, so that you guys can understand it from a business perspective. This, as I said, is not to tell you about drugs or anything like that. I was just fascinated as a business individual to understand how these guys get their product from Mexico into America and around the world, Canada and stuff like that, and how they create networks and create relationships in order for them to get their business thriving. Also, how do they handle their customer service? For example, does anybody come back and complain if the product is bad? They say that 90% of cocaine is not a good thing, so you have to cut it down and stuff like that, and blah blah blah. There's a lot of science to it and a lot of business to it. But at the end of the day, the three things that reign very true in drug cartels is: one, they create relationships; two, they recruit; and three, they know about their product. If you do not know about your product, you cannot sell it effectively. And people, remember this here, people buy from those who they like, know, and trust. If they do not like, know, and trust you in network marketing, they will not purchase from you. Another thing is, if you do not have relationships, if you do not create networks, people do not know you, even though you might have the most best product in the world that could solve cancer, for example. But because people do not know you, you cannot get your product out there. So you need to build effective and effective relationships. Effective and effective relationships. Relationships not just based on what you can do or what they can do for you, but what you can do for them. Remember, we are solution finders. We search and we look for the problem and find and use our product's benefits to actually be the solution for the problem. So guys, as I said, I'm going to put the link down there so that you guys can read it. I absolutely thought it was fascinating that they would actually follow the networks like Walmart and the business modules of Walmart and McDonald's, because it is absolutely fascinating to think that even though what they're doing is illegal, they also have a business model and a plan. Sorry guys, I got a call. So guys, have an awesome Monday. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Again, let me know how your week is going. Like, share, comment, love, criticize, because this is a bit of a sore spot for some people. And never forget to be relentless in your pursuit of what sets your soul.